Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Phoenix Point, where I have some bad news, unfortunately. I was checking this out, and this Pandoran lair has been upgraded to a Pandoran Citadel. That seems bad, right? So, we're gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna have to deal with it sooner rather than later, right? Here's my plan. It is going to take 20 hours for the most injured of our soldiers to be back in good health. I think what we want to do is, not use the Scarab. It's going to take almost that much time to repair the Scarab, but I think we want to leave it out, because I think we have way more combined firepower with just 6 good units, and Tiny is in a place where he can effectively replicate a lot of what we use the Scarab for, using only one slot. So, we're close to finishing the other Manticore. What we're going to do is have our 6 best soldiers pile into Manticore 2 when it's finished, and then we'll fly Manticore 2 over to the Citadel. In the meantime, we can put other people in Manticore 1, just people who need levels, and have them fly around doing basic exploration. So let's pull you. You gotta stay at Phoenix Point and get repaired. So who's going where? We definitely want Lise, Crypto, Pondus, Tiny, Bave, and Gadman, I guess? I don't really know who the last member of this team is. But yeah, we want you guys out on the Manticore 1 job to destroy the thing. So everybody else, or the Manticore 2 job, so everybody else piles into Manticore 1. Oh, we don't even have weapons for you. Okay, maybe you stay home. You get in Manticore 1. Jim Brennan gets in Manticore 1. We have the two new sentry gun people who should definitely be in that. And then we either have to fly up to Simon's Memorial Base to pick up Chief Whitebeard, or we have to include Ramd despite the fact that we have no weapons. Probably the smarter move is to go up to the Memorial Base and pick up Chief Whitebeard. So I guess let's do that. So you guys fly up here. Elite training. Let's construct. Put this at Phoenix Point. Don't do anything with it yet.
Construction complete.
Okay, personnel. Let's grab. Where are you? You and Manticore 1, and then Manticore 1 needs to go and do stuff. Hey, we could just search things over here, you know. We do need to be keeping an eye on personnel status. Where is Crypto? Crypto is 8 hours from healing. Okay. And honestly, once the Scarab is completed, we should probably... Oh! There was a base right here. Well, that's pretty wild. What do we got? I mean, not very much, obviously. Let's get this stuff fixed up. I'll only be repairing one facility at a time. Oh no, I'm out of materials, actually, is the problem. Okay, well that seems probably fixable. Maybe the smart money here is now trading. Let's have these guys go do a trading mission. Looks like no place around us has resources. It seems like the icons just disappear sometimes. Yeah, they're totally willing to trade. It'd be cool if we could see the icons so I didn't have to do this the way I'm going to have to do this. But we just need to find a place that's willing to give us materials in exchange for anything at all. Okay, that's perfect. So fly to here. Okay, the crew of Phoenix Point are fully healed and rested. That means it is time to make stuff happen. Okay, good soldiers. Actually a little worried with our supplies being so low. We might have to wait until some trades go through to build up the ammo and stuff that we need. Let's see what people actually look like. You have plenty of ammo. We have magazines that have partial ammo capacity that we can carry with us as well. So you have a grenade med kit. I mean, you're totally fine. No, this is not... Okay. When I press right on the thing, I expect it to go down the personnel list by one space. Right, and... I guess Gadman is here. These are sorted in a way that doesn't make any sense at all, and you unfortunately don't seem to be able to resort them. Alright, so I think you're good. You have plenty of ammunition. Cody's got what Cody has. You know, there's only so much we can do. We should probably make sure we're going in like this and take that partial magazine with you. Actually, hold on. Are you allowed to use... You are allowed to use the virus rifles, that's right. An effective range of 17, so not actually that much further than the pistol. It also actually does way less damage than the pistol. But it does 3 virus, which I'm assuming is damage over time. But who knows, like, it could be more complex than that, too. I might want to give you a virus rifle, though. Let's make sure everybody else is reasonably outfitted. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Rave is ready. Okay. So the only question we have at this point is what weapons do we give Crypto? This is probably not a good time to field test new equipment that we're not sure we'll even like. And given that this doesn't even have a better... oh, well, hold on. This fires in a burst of 3, though. It's doing 20 damage and 10 piercing damage and 3 virus per shot in a burst of 3. So that does make it better. Yeah, alright, let's try that. So we're gonna drop these. We have about 100 magazines of this ammo. Okay, this should make Crypto a little bit more effective. And then do we want to still carry the pistol? Unlikely that we'll use it, but there's no reason not to have it, right? Because we have the carry capacity. And let's make sure that people have grenades. Maybe even more grenades. I'm just very nervous, if you couldn't tell. I'm trying to make sure we are appropriately prepared. You want to swap leg armor? 20 plus 1. Slightly more armor. It's fine. Stealth is probably not a thing that we're actually doing. You should have one of these. Is this? Oh, it's a mag for a sniper rifle we don't have any of. You should not have one of these, maybe? You know what? You should have one of these instead of your second med kit. Even 2 of them. Let me make sure everybody has grenades. He should have... Well, he has a throwable grenade. We have a rocket, but no rocket launcher. Yeah, you're fine. And Bave has 2 grenades, and he can do inventory actions for free. Yeah, okay, I think we're as ready as we're going to get. So, Geoscape is what I want. Manticore 2. Fly to the Citadel, and fingers crossed, everybody, if we were to lose this mission, we're losing an awful lot of very important people and equipment, so let's not fuck this up. Also, hold on, manufacturing's not running. Because we don't really have the resources to make anything. Okay, let's not worry about that right now, then. Manticore 1 is in flight still? Yeah, they'll get where they're going. Okay, let's do it. Threat level high, enemy Pandoran. High is lower than the mission we just did, right? Locate and eliminate the Scylla. We've killed a Scylla already. I feel like maybe this isn't going to be all that bad. Everybody's got the notification that their weapons are not fully loaded, but it's fine in every case, right? Yeah. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, let's deploy. I'm very nervous. We should build one of those blimps. It would be nice to have. It would be nice to be able to take 8 people to a thing like this. But it looks to me like we might be okay here, based on the threat levels. I mean, we don't know exactly what we're going to be seeing. It could be new enemies. Could be a lot of sirens. And we certainly don't have anything analogous to the turret man. A turret man would be very helpful here in case we get sirened up real bad. I'm glad, though, that last episode showed that I treated the initial sirens we saw with the amount of respect they are due. The fact that they can execute their mind control multiple times per turn is absolutely terrifying. So we just have to find and kill the Scylla, and it's probably the case that there are infinite reinforcements. I think that's... the camera be in a position that's useful. Probably the case that there are infinite reinforcements. So we found the Scylla, everybody. Oh, and we see one of these things right away. Well, who else is glad we have 2 sharpshooters? Pretty non-ideal, actually. Okay. We can tighten up those shots a lot. Where is Crypto? I would love to start the round with an armor break on the mortar guy. But I don't know if we're actually going to be able to make that shot happen. I guess there's not a lot of point in taking cover. Nothing that we can see right now.
Target in sight.
Cares about cover at all. Of course, there's also a siren. Shit. Well, the siren's a higher priority. It's all bad, but the siren is a higher priority.
Heading out.
There's a second one. Okay, this is way harder than the previous mission. We've been lied to. I feel really good about my decision to bring 6 people to this instead of bringing the vehicle. Are you sure? You sure you don't want to reveal a third and fourth siren here? Alright, let's puncture some armor. Now we do have to hit the enemy for that to work. But I'm assuming we get the armor break. The armor break might be split up over all of our shots, maybe? Where is that guy? I mean, I feel like we're pretty likely to be able to hit him. And with the siren, not so much. So maybe I will just go after him with it. Okay. We'll, at the very least, get to see what this does. So... start of the turn, virus is subtracted from will points. Then virus value is reduced. Okay, so it's not damage over time at all. That's interesting. So that's why the priests use the virus weapons, because the virus is a way of leeching out people's will points. Okay, that makes sense. It's actually kind of a neat mechanic. Not what I was looking for in this situation. Well, with the aim tightening, I think we can probably get that one. Hold on. Does Lise have that shot as well? Lise has not as clear of a shot on that one's head. Lise does have enough will points to do a dash for a clearer shot, and then 2 tight aim shots, though. Well, let's start with Pondus. And we're probably going to want to do that dash thing anyway, because we don't want them to be standing right next to each other for the purposes of mortar. So if we can pop off 2 shots and disable the head here, we can get rid of the mind control on this one. That would be huge. Wait, the whole circle was full of enemy though, wasn't it? I guess it must not have been. It definitely was, but... Hold on, let me... Wait. Okay, The animation matters a lot here. Definitely, there's a tiny, tiny bit of it that has the cover on it, I guess. But yeah, we got, like, very robbed there in a way that feels pretty shitty. So in order to get the cleaner shot that I want, I need to move around this. I just need to move, basically. Either direction's fine. I just need to not be where I am right now. A move makes her pretty vulnerable to... Doing things this way makes her pretty vulnerable to getting mind control, but we'll deal with that by killing the sirens. Okay, if anything, our position is worse. Well, she's just going to have to do this one. And this definitely has some gaps. But she can't do enough damage to... We could disable its tail and try to prevent it from even being able to move up on us into range. The shot for the head is now a little bit risky. But a double tap to the head will break the mind control ability, I'm pretty sure. Let's go for the tail because the shot's guaranteed. And we can definitely get it with 2 taps.
Hope I don't miss.
Okay, so you're slow moving and bleeding. It's pretty good. Can we get a grenade up there and do some drop damage? No, we cannot. Not right now. And increasing range by 50% probably also doesn't get it. It looks to me. That said, I think we're going to have to use this either way because we're not going to be able to move up enough to take the shot otherwise. So let's go ahead and test it. Yeah, still no, but now I can move up a little bit and still be able to fire. We can move to here. Trying to make sure that we're spread out, but also I want to make sure I'm not occluding my angle. Yeah, this should work. Are you joking? I could get a shot that has one of them in it, it looks like. But only some of the time. And it's not showing any damage at all. Please hit. Nope, that went absolutely nowhere. Okay. Is this the worst first turn we've had in a very long time? Yes, absolutely, unquestionably.
Zooming in.
Don't care about the Mist Sentinel even a tiny little bit. There's no point at all in firing this weapon. Yes, this is going to be a total waste. You just move up somewhere and overwatch, I guess? Is probably the smart move. And again, we're mostly here concerned with being spread out. Cover is meaningless. None of these enemies have traditional ranged weapons. Concerned with being spread out for the purposes of the mortar fire. We are going to take large amounts of damage. There is nothing that can be done about it.
Covering.
Trying not to aim too far out because I don't want her shooting at anything she can't actually hit. Is this too close to crypto? Yeah, it's probably fine. Put you right here. And do the same thing with you, because I'm assuming... Yeah, your aim's a little tighter, but not enough to actually matter. And we endure mortar fire. Also, this thing's gonna happen, but it's like... not a lot could be done about it. Well, it spotted all of us. I guess that's a concern. The Scylla running forward to absorb all of the Overwatch fire. Wasn't really thinking about that. Okay, they really don't have a lot of movement left after you after you break the back end. Okay, that's a much easier grenade shot at least. Actually, that one really came forward. Yeah, and then you have functionally infinite range, but not super good accuracy at this range. Okay. So those projectiles, the arch for the projectiles has nothing to do with where they're actually traveling, huh? I guess that's interesting.
Let's see now.
I'm just going to drop it directly on this thing. I don't want scatter to take it off of them. There's a shot there where we could try to, like, line up something on both the Siren and the edge of it on the Siren and the edge of it on the Scylla. But I'd be too worried about the random walk of aim breaking that up. So we just gotta kill you. I need my sharpshooters,
Taking aim.
who for some reason do not seem to be in the tab order. And you don't even have a shot on that. Okay.
Moving to coordinates.
There we go. Tiny has an action point left. He can move.
Let's go.
Okay, now we should have a nice clean one. Okay, head disabled removes a lot of the danger.
Bye.
See here, we can hit you. We'd have to remove your abdomen for it to have any real effect, though. Which we can't do. It has too much armor and too much health. Destroying your head doesn't really do anything. I mean, willpower minus 20 would give us a chance that it panics. But also, in the position I'm in right now, I don't have a very clean shot. Let me move a little bit here. Try to get around that obstruction. Okay, head's totally shootable, but we gotta wait until... There we go. Different moment in the animation. Or we could just try to kill the Siren. Actually, no, I cannot try to kill the Siren. I didn't move in such a way that that is an option. Alright. Head's disabled. Minus 17 will. Here's hoping that we see that thing freak out for a turn instead of continuing to shoot at us. So your will's not too scary. I can't imagine Crypto's going to be able to put together much of a shot on the other one. Let's have the, have these guys go now.
Clear shot.
The Siren's still a danger. It is still the case that this Siren can run up and slash us up real bad. So I think I'm just going to stand and fire with the assaults. Again, really think it's best we aim low. Wow, we missed with a lot more of those shots than I thought we were going to.
Targeting.
That volley had a very poor percentage. Actually, this is pretty bad. I mean, we probably get there. But I think I'm going to dash. Give myself, first of all, a better shot, and secondly, more distance from the rest of the team. For mortaring purposes. And in fact, we probably want to just dash the maximum amount up, right? Because we want to try to close on the mortar guy. He's not the priority right this second, but he's going to be the priority soon. Okay. Excellent work. And then, do you have any kind of realistic chance? No, not really. We could dash up again. Yeah, there's a danger to that, obviously. But we could dash over to here and get a really clean shot. Part of the danger of this move is that the mind fraggers coming out of the Scylla are going to be harder to shoot off of Bave should he get mind fragged. What is the effective range on the mind control? Do we know that? We do not. So it's not going to be easy to calculate a movement here where I can definitely get the thing done, but I'm also safe from the mind control. But we can stay somewhat far back. My gun's not really accurate for too far back. I'm going to move to here. It's totally arbitrary, just like picking a place. Alright, we can get some damage done here. Just aim low, because the density of shots is highest in, like, this location. Right? That's a lot of that circle is full of enemy. Okay, 115, that's not too bad. We've almost got you under control. I have really high hopes about the about the will damage we've done over here, because if it doesn't work the way we want it to, we're very fucked, right? I think it's probably move up and shoot at the mortar. It's the thing he's behind. In order to get a clean line on him, we're gonna have a really hard time getting a clean line on him. There's not really an easy way to do that. Well, let's hope here.
Ready to fire.
Yep, it's a bad shot. We don't really care about the missed sentinel. Shooting the Scylla doesn't seem terribly significant. Oh, does this Scylla have a... Yeah, this Scylla doesn't have crusher arms, it has blaster arms. That's a thing I hadn't noticed. Let's maybe work on that. I could induce panic. Oh, I can choose to induce panic on that thing. Does it look like... Okay, yes, that did work. Well, that's lovely. What a wonderful ability. Alright, can we... We don't have anybody left with any action points. I was gonna say, can we maybe strip some armor off of this thing? But it looks like the answer is no. Which means I'm not gonna be able to do any damage at all. But I guess maybe we can still cause will damage. Or not will damage, virus damage. Nope, no virus occurred. You must have to get some penetration in order to get virus. Okay, a turn of not being shot by the mortars is pretty handy. Scylla running over, almost looks like it's trying to provide cover to the siren. And then it's preparing the blasters. I'm worried about that. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't very, very worried about that. So let's see here. Bave can probably kill that siren.
I'm here.
Maybe I should actually take cover here. I'm worried about the blasters.
Executing.
And let's see about a grenade hitting both of these guys now. Still not super likely. Well, that being the case, the armor shred seems important. But I wonder if we maybe should be focused on trying to open up the siren shot. You know what? Bave can get it done. I have absolute faith in him. Let's get some armor shred from the grenade here. Minus 20 armor. Managed to hit outside, so mostly the legs, which is not ideal. Yeah, give me crypto. There's no valid target for panic. The other guy regained 5 will points. Well, how's this thing work again? So we have to do more paralysis than the enemy's strength, right? And strength is not a value that actually is shown anywhere. It may not, like, strength may not be a game term of art. It may just be they said strength, and it's just like them speaking a little a little imprecisely. That's a horrible shot. And get some damage through on the arm, but it's not going to be enough to matter. Alright, let's start with Bave. Just trying to make sure that like, my sequencing isn't completely insane. Feels to me like we probably want to move. I don't have a grenade in hand, but we could dash to like... We could dash to here. Have a pretty easy shot on the siren. And then also be... I don't know if this thing has to shoot in the direction that it's charging up right now. If it doesn't and it wants to shoot Bave, it will at least have to turn around and not also shoot anybody else with its big area attack. So I'm just gonna go for it. Yeah, like let's commit deep here and make sure this siren goes down. And we'll get these will points back. Do I want to use the shotgun? Looks like a kill. But this is... Whoa, sorry. This is definitely a kill, right? Like... Oh no, actually, tail shot is non-lethal with this weapon. So we may as well use the shotgun, because at least there's a chance. Yeah, and if we don't get that, we have to use another shot either way, right? So it's pretty similar. And now he's got a shotgun kill. Hooray! Effective range 1. Effective range 1? That can't be right. Also, note this spawn multiple small creatures on death thing. Worth being concerned about. I think I want to keep pressing this guy with crypto as best I can. It's tough to find an angle, though. He's really got a lot of cover here. I wish it was easier to recover will points. Yeah, I wish I had any idea what was going to happen here. The fact that his weapon says effective range 1 on it makes me feel like I'm maybe not as in danger as it might at first appear. Let's dash
Crunch
up to
time.
here. Let's get Scadman possibly out of the cone of effect, maybe? And then do we have...
I know how to do this.
We have range on you, kind of. Sometimes it looks like we have range on you. Yeah, throw for right there. Okay, a little bit more armor stripping. Does that make it so that it looks like we could do any damage at all? No. Shots only do 30 damage each, so if we hit a body part that has 30 or more armor, we are doing actually no damage. Do you have another grenade? You do. We wouldn't be able to use it this turn, but we could go ahead and do this. I'm inclined to think that that's the right play, actually. Let's move that into your active slot and then just reload your gun with your other action point. I think you're clear of the blast. I guess let's get clearer of the blast. Let's be, like, really clear of it. Hard to imagine that attack is going to have the range necessary to hit Pondus. We just start working on the arms. The head has so much armor. It's definitely wrong to shoot the head. Carapace is obviously wrong. Some of these legs are pretty busted up. We could probably instill some actual bleed damage.
Hostile wounded.
Yeah, between the two snipers, we might be able to make that leg actually bleed. That's not the right leg. Shoot, which leg was it? Was it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, so that's got a nice big exposed area. Alright, Got him bleeding, and he can't use his leap ability anymore.
Attempting to reposition.
You two can just, like, fan out. I mean, to be perfectly honest, she's probably safe where she is. If anywhere is safe, I think here is safe. I'm going to back up, though, just to be even a little safer. And then that still leaves you with all of your stuff. You can, yeah, stand by. Okay, so Crypto's last. We are seeing here an opportunity where disabling a body part, removing its armor would totally matter. It'd be really cool to be able to do something to this guy. The torso of the Chiron is unarmored. So if we move close enough to get a cleanish shot, which is going to be pretty tough, we could inflict some decent damage and also some more virus on it. Yeah, this is going to be real hard to hit there. Probably what I should have done was just run directly up. Okay. If that attack has any effect at all beyond right here, then the thing the camera just did there is absolutely horrible. Okay, he is moving toward us again. We're going to be able to get close enough to put virus on him reliably. Is that a dead? No. Okay, yes it is. That was Gadman who just bled out.
Need to recover. Bombs online.
Yeah, okay. Not good.
I'm here.
You. Oh wait, Crypto. I need Crypto. Here we go. Yeah, Crypto needs to keep approaching. We have to get to a place where we can actually shoot at this thing.
Let's do this.
It's possible that it's not even dangerous from up close, right? What I need to do is get around behind it. So maybe this whole turn is running.
Moving now.
Yeah, I think so. If we can get around behind it, we can do some real damage. Is there a version of this where you can hit the torso? Maybe. Because like shooting at the Scylla is tough. We're gonna have a really hard time doing meaningful damage to it. Oh, hold on, this arm has no armor? When did that happen? Well, shoot, then we're definitely shooting that arm, right? Yeah, this shot plus Bave should be able to, Oh, yeah, I should probably have started with this. So maybe you don't want to fire just yet, actually. First of all, you're going to have to move forward. But yes, I guess effective range 1 on that weapon, that blaster arm, actually does mean effective range 1. Pretty wild. I guess we just move to... Well, I'd probably fire first, right? Because I have a point blank on the arm. Like we get full shotgun damage on this arm. And then I probably do it again, right? Because we're actually going to be able to kill this thing. Do it again and then dash out. And that lets Tiny get the kill. And we're all gonna feel like we have the broken brains, which is not ideal. But this is over. Actually, is he dead already with 40 points of bleed? Yes, he is. But I want to take the kill with Tiny if I can get it, because we can get some will back. Oh, right. Also, that happens. Oh, but, but the mission's complete immediately, so it doesn't matter. We didn't actually even have to take out the mortar guy. It does feel like you should have to kill all the aliens, doesn't it? I really was expecting it to, like... The mission was to defeat the Scylla, that's what we were told, but part of my brain was like, sure, but, like, obviously we have to also finish clearing the area. I guess not. That's, that feels really silly. Okay, lots of reputation with everybody, and we got all of Gadman's gear back, which is sad.
Yes. Good. Yes. You have succeeded
so far.
Yes. You have shown courage,
Strength. Yes.
obedience,
Submission.
faith
Above self. Yes.
Demonstrate the divine principles.
Strike down our enemies.
Prepare for the day of judgment.
Yes.
Well, okay, well, I certainly feel initiated into something.
Synedrian. Apostles of a false creed.
Humans at the top of creation.
Lies. We are not evolved. Not yet.
Find their homes.
Break their heathen beliefs. Show them the wrath of the dead god. Blood. Fire. In the streets. Yes.
That's a real shame. If they had said this about, about Jericho, I might have been like, you know what, sure, but obviously not.
Don't listen to the Synod and its mad ramblings. It has lost its way, lost sight of our ultimate goal. Too much dogma and too little understanding, if you ask me. This is not what the Exalted stands for, never has been.
Interesting.
I have a much better mission for you. Help me retrieve what the Exalted needs from this Pandoran structure instead, and I'll put you in touch with her.
Okay, well, I think we very clearly made the right selection there. So yeah, we got some new researches available, I think. Pandora's virus infection. Capture a Pandoran with the virus ability. Yeah, my plan was to take down the Scylla and then actually try to do a capture on the Chiron, because I forgot. So, from this alien structure. Okay, it's interesting. Let's go home, because otherwise we need rest. You guys need to engage in some trading. Let's trade off some of this food. We have way more food than we need. There's not even that much material. Okay, and good, the icons are back. Yes, I know we reached home. Okay, they have only tech for food, or tech for materials. Honestly, I'll do it, but I'm not as happy about it. We've actually gone through a lot of tech recently. We really want to be doing food for material trades. That said, this is not that much tech, because they don't have that much material to trade us. Do any of these places have... Okay, they have food for materials, but not much. They have tech for materials, which I don't know that I want to do. They have food for materials. Okay, so we're going down this way. And Pandora 1 is, or Manticore 1 is very much, or Manticore 2 rather, is very much just in rest mode at the moment. Cannot recruit. Yeah, it would cost materials, and honestly, I don't think I want to get into it. Oh hey, we have our mutagens now. We have such efficient farming techniques. We have all of this food. Food for everyone. So we're 5 turns off of having the mutagen harvesting, but I guess we must have finished the... at base 2, we must have finished the mutation lab, yeah. Okay, so that's well-timed. Fly over here and get some more stuff. 6 for 4 is not even a bad exchange rate. I do wish there was a trade all button. Make this a little bit less tedious. 538 is enough to build some stuff at least. What's your deal? You would also do... Ooh, you would do food for materials and you have more materials.
Research complete.
Alright, we've discovered that certain tissue samples retain the ability to mutate. The discovery was made when a test subject accidentally had a mutated sample injected into them. The error was discovered too late, but scientists observed the results and found that Pandorans have a set of cells derived from the original Pandora virus infection that have unique properties. We call these mutagens. They were the same cells the disciples of Anu used in rituals to evolve closer to the Exalted. Alright, so we can extract 70% of a creature's mutagens during a lab procedure. So we need to capture Pandorans to really get maximum benefit from this.
Do you really think the answers we need as a species lie in Pandoran biology? In plundering the invaders for their mutagens? The disciples believe that humans need to evolve, to mutate. But don't you see the inherent misanthropy of this philosophy? Blaming humanity for what was done to it by an alien aggressor? The very premise is profoundly unethical. If we start telling ourselves that we need the Pandorans in order to improve ourselves, how are we any better than the collaborator who tells himself the enemy will make things better in the long run?
This is a very common real-world train of thought that I find absolutely absurd. The idea that we can solve the problem by doing something equals... The idea that saying that we should do something to solve this problem equals blaming us for the problem is complete madness, and it's so obvious to see it if you phrase it the way I just phrased it. So they never do. Recognizing humanity's biological flaws is not misanthropy. We are trying to help and save humanity. This is the opposite of misanthropy.
Not only is it misanthropy, it is also a denial of human agency, of our ability to make choices. At best, it's a way of distracting from failures of the will. At worst, it's outright treason against our species.
This is not the first time that I've been called a race traitor. So Tobias West's whole thing is just saying shit that's objectively false, I guess? It is a denial of human agency for you to make choices about how you want to evolve. I don't know how I feel about the fact that they made one of the factions obviously evil. It's an interesting choice. I think the thing that feels obvious to me is to try to make them all appear flawed but actually trying to help. But maybe the fact that that feels like the obvious narrative choice makes it not an interesting narrative choice. For them to just be like, one of them's gonna be supervillains, and you can just play with the supervillains if you want. That's interesting. It's definitely different from how I would have chosen to do things. I'm curious how much latitude you actually have in the plot here. Like, if I had said yes to the Synod, would the story of the Disciples of Anu have unfolded differently? Would that guy maybe have not said, "Oh, hey, listen, you don't have to do what they say"? Would it have turned out that the disciples were all in on that? Because then, you have some ability to shape who is evil and who is not. Because obviously there's some elements of Synedrian there a little bit on the on the horrifying side. So I'm looking at all these researches and thinking, man, I sure want materials. Yeah, let's do the Pandoran layer research. That's a lot of good stuff. Also, it's probably important. Yeah, it's part of our objectives. We also have to autopsy the Scylla. Does that take... How long does that take? 2 days? And it'll give us almost as much stuff. You know what? Prioritize that. Battlefield reports suggest that the Scylla is the apex alien. Well, they certainly couldn't get much larger, could they? It is suspected that in addition to the creature's destructive capabilities, it's able to control lesser creatures. Yeah, alright. We're working on it. So I'm very curious about... Oh, there is the Prisoner of Ice, secure the cryogenics laboratory. There's still this energize this thing that I just never did because it was very far away from us. We have a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff to do. I want to do this next because I'm curious where it goes, but obviously we need our crew to be a little bit healthier. Actually, we're almost good though. Well, let's run the timer forward a little bit here. Okay, let's make some trades. No, I cannot just click and hold, sadly. Nice to have all this food, though. Okay, so let's talk about heading out to this mission. Who do we have left at the base? We have 7 people left. So... you are not realistically an option for the mission. Which means that... wait. I thought it said we have 7. There's 5 on the Manticore. No, personnel at base 6. Okay, well, we could go up to the other base. We go up to here and pick up whoever that is up there. That's just a random assault. Oh, Tiny leveled up. We should deal with this. Ooh. Wow, mutation costs a lot. That's very expensive. Okay, we're gonna have to capture some aliens. Killing an enemy grants allies 1 additional will point. No brainer. Obviously amazing. And then Rally the Troops is a cool ability. Cool ability we haven't gotten a lot of use out of yet, but we totally should. Okay. That's good. The problem with Tiny is he wasn't powerful enough. What's your deal? What kind of weapons can you use again? Crossbows and spider drones. And we have a magazine for a crossbow. This is Synedrian stuff. So we have to get Synedrian up to 50%. We've been really close for a long time. Maybe we should just go ahead and sabotage a factory. It doesn't matter which haven. It's just any haven. And the Disciples of Jericho are minus 19 with us. Y'all got a factory? Actually, we might, if we're thinking about this, raiding a Jericho haven might be a good way to get resources. So, it says raid, not sabotage. We don't actually have a button that says sabotage on it anywhere, right? We don't have a way to do that. But this is that's probably what it means, right? Because the only verb we have for a new Jericho factory is raid. And if we raided a factory, we could get a bunch of materials which we desperately need. So maybe we load up and do that? Feels a little shitty. But also, like, kind of those guys are objectively evil. Let's fly over here. Oh boy. Is that kind of a not my problem sort of thing? I mean, I hate to be that way, but I have a button here that says defend. Can I just... what if I press this? Nothing. It's okay. It's not actually pressable. The fact that it changes state when you mouse over it kind of visually suggests that pressing it would do something. You still have a Pandoran Citadel to deal with over here too. What's Manticore 1 doing right now? It's just sitting? That's not what should be happening. You know what they should be doing is they should be flying back home and picking up the Scarab. Because we can actually do some missions with that pretty small and soft crew if they have the Scarab to back them up. Alright, so you get on the Manticore. Do we have... yeah, we have a real gun. You don't have to use this thing. Are we going to raid New Jericho? Oh wait, this isn't even the base. It was this one. I mean, we got to figure out how this works, right? And I sure would love materials. So far, like, basically, Synedrian is pretty much what I expected all the factions to be, where it's like, obviously they have some wacky stuff going on, but they seem basically determined to help. And The Disciples are a little bit more sinister than that, and then New Jericho is supervillains. I don't actually think this is like an objectively good action or anything, but we're going to do this just to see if this is what is meant by sabotage, and also to see exactly how this plays out. Okay, no, when we do this, we get a choice of raid materials or sabotage factory. And if we do sabotage factory, destroy all key structures, we'll get super paid. Threat level medium. And we get lots of rep. 15 rep with Synedrians, enough to push them over the threshold. So I guess let's do it? But I don't feel, like, super great about it. I'm sure they'll be very comforted by that. Okay, you ammo up. Who else needed ammo? Hondas. We don't actually have any spare clips sitting around. And yeah, we'll do the same for you. This has 2 shots in it. I wish I could just... Okay, it does just try to load those into the gun at first. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Let's go beat up on New Jericho. If we want to build one of those blimps, and I totally do, we're talking about, like, over 1,000 materials, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. So we really do need to get things, do things that get materials. Destroy all key structures. Sounds like it might be a little bit on the difficult side, but we got the A-team on it. Hopefully, this is a thing we can do without losing anybody. We don't really have a ton of room in the squad. Like, we can't afford to suffer losses, is maybe a better way of expressing that. Because we gotta take out another Pandoran Citadel, although this time, now that we know that you can just ignore the other aliens and power down one enemy, it makes it a little bit more straightforward. Have Crypto just open up a hole somewhere and everybody dump all of their ammunition into it with extreme quickness. Okay, so that's the actual mission objective. Just get in there and break that stuff. Not 100% trivial to access. Let's start with Bave, who apparently can see some of it. Well, the reason I want to start with Bave is because what I actually want to start by doing is dashing to cover and seeing if we reveal enemies. We did not.
Ready to fire.
That makes me a little nervous. We should try to just knock this stuff out as fast as possible, right? You can't even Overwatch. So probably you should just move up, but like you should move to cover because you are actually potentially going to be in danger. We're looking at enemies with real guns here. He does have dash. We could dash like... Boy. Can't even get up to like the forward cover. He's very slow. Alright.
I'm going.
We move to here. And then dash from here. We get some real cover. Oops, I pressed the wrong button there. Right-click is confirm move, unless you're doing this move, in which case it's don't do the move. Okay, so we can't fire in because of the firing angle. Sometimes... Oh, I can fire in if I'm going to drop it through the roof hatch. So I sort of just don't want to shoot at all then. I think we just... That's really not what I intended to do. I was just trying to move the camera around a little bit. It's fine. Whatever, it's fine. I think we're just going to take it... Aha, here we go. Targets in sight. Wait. Targets in sight. Hold on. Targets in sight. There we go. That's what I needed. Okay, you gotta get shot. And this seems pretty straightforward, right? This doesn't even give us a chance of missing as far as I can tell. I think the circle is entirely on them. We could try to take the arm. Yeah, if I did a quick aim, we could maybe try to take her arm. But I think actually there's probably a pretty good chance that we're just going to kill her straight up with the other sharpshooter. It's probably not worth spending the will. Is it a good idea to have my sharpshooters stand right next to each other? Probably not. Let's give us a little bit of distance.
That's a kill.
Okay, one down.
Moving to position.
Move you up to here and just lay in wait for people. I mean, I have no idea
I'm on Overwatch.
who we might see or from where. You are probably just in standby. And... boy. Limited options. It's low-level troops who don't have any abilities yet really feel very bad. Wait, no, don't overwatch there. Never mind. Because if I do that, there's a chance that I just shoot my own soldier in the back. Right, you overwatch here in case somebody tries to flank us. I don't want to see somebody die to bad Overwatch fire again. Had that happen once already. I mean, it wasn't really the turret's fault. But
I'm here.
this guy has made a horrible mistake. Just terrible positioning. So we're going to knock him off this roof. You know, they say that you should be careful when fighting monsters, that you do not become one yourself. Definitely doing that a little bit here. This is a job for a sharpshooter for sure. I guess you say you have the shot now. Oh no, sorry, you have a shot on that console. I need a shot on this man. Like from here? Yeah, that'll work. This was a quick aim. I'm a little worried that if I move to here, we'll have that situation that always arises where the crouch negates the ability to see the enemy, so I'm going to stand a little bit away from the cover.
On it.
That's a hell of a shot. And then, I mean, we could shoot, right? No? Do I not? Oh, I have a fraction of a point. Never mind. Alright, just go and stand by then. Alright, so it looks like the only thing to do here is just to shoot at some of the machinery.
On the move.
Misread the situation a little bit, I guess. Okay, now I can see some. And they have to come to us to prevent us from winning. Do I want her to stand by with her rifle? No, we want to stand by with the sniper rifle, right? Because they both have return fire. I should probably have moved up first before committing Lise, because Lise is a powerful... So maybe we won't move up then.
Covered.
Dave can finish that, and then maybe he just doesn't do anything else. Maybe we overwatch this way in case somebody shows up.
Overwatch. Moving.
You can also overwatch down the street now, because there's no risk of you accidentally executing a much more valuable agent. Okay, well that's very unfortunate for you. I think you're probably 1000% dead. Really, I can't get a shot from anywhere. Okay, here's a question. The question here really is just like, what do I want my will to end up at? I think I'm fine slow rolling it a little bit here. It seems like they're not actually much of a danger to us. They're just going to kind of run around and do a bad job of threatening you. Okay, who wants this kill? Probably want to give it to you, I guess. Let you get some damage in here. That's why I didn't move before firing. Did you... You seriously failed to get that, huh? Didn't even get him down to lethal. Alright, well...
Acquiring target.
You're gonna have to get a little closer. We don't have to do much damage. A little worried about getting this close to another one of my characters. I guess... Tiny hasn't actually had his turn yet. It's fine. One shot needs to hit. There we go. 10 damage is totally sufficient. Yep. Nobody gets will points if he dies like this, but what are you going to do? We definitely want to try to get an angle on more of the machinery. Guess I'll just move over to here and then, like, rifle Overwatch.
Covering.
Doesn't feel like it makes a lot of sense to do anything else. You're fine where you are. Honestly, I'm not really going to do a whole lot with him either, I don't think, because I don't want to spend grenades on stuff that isn't enemies.
On it.
Well... We could do something like this. I guess I could get him back some will points. Do I? Yeah, maybe that's worth doing. Let's just actually kill it. Game making all kinds of threatening sounds to try to, like, emphasize the loss of my humanity here. This guy seems doomed. This thing where they all just kind of wander over to us piecemeal seems like a bad strategy to me. I'm not trying to claim that I'm the world's greatest military strategist or anything, but seems dumb. I am shocked that your cover is still up. I kind of can't believe that. That does complicate things a little bit. We might have to go for a quick aim to get a good shot here. Nope, never mind. Pretty good at my job, it turns out. That structure is nearly... Oh, no, that structure's at full health. Sorry, it has a different color health bar because it is not a person.
I'm on the move. All I need is a clear shot.
You know what? I think she can make that. With a little quick aim.
Confirming target.
Yeah. Totally clear. And then we can have everybody else just pick up machines here.
Ready to fire.
Boy, actually, I need to move up.
Moving to position.
Alright, do we have anything fun in here? Nope. What is that? Mech Arms Energy Pack. Okay, so for that engineering class. Sure, we're shooting at a part of this thing where we're definitely going to deal damage. I'm going to strip its armor. Okay. Everybody knows you shoot bullets harder if you shout at your gun first. Okay, so that should go down to whoever shoots it next pretty easily. I think you're fine where you are. Not actually sure if the virus rifle is going to deal good damage to a machine or not. I mean, it does still do real damage. It also does only 3 shots. Hold on, can new guy get over here? Ooh, I don't much care for that angle. Right through my own soldiers.
Ready to engage.
Oh, never mind. He's not going to hit anybody. You see Babe turn around. Hey, buddy, you know you're shooting right past my head, right? Yeah, it's just...
I'm on Overwatch.
keep watch. Okay, the way that processed, I'm guessing that there are no more enemy soldiers left. So let's just dash in here to, yeah, anywhere. Nope, dash. Left click to confirm the dash. Actually, I should probably have had him shooting at the other one, huh? Yeah, whatever. My concern is that, obviously, other people are going to have a harder time getting an angle on that one. We'll have... Crypto run... Well, he's not going to get a shot on it at all, he thinks? It's not a big deal. We can just have Babe do it next turn. Yeah, that's a shot. That's a shot right there. I'm looking right at it. Let's strip the armor off this thing, and then we can take it down next turn. Weird that it totally misrepresented whether or not I'd be able to shoot the thing. I didn't realize that it would sometimes do that. Is that good information for the future in terms of making targeting decisions? Nah, he's not going to have anything from here. Let's just finish running.
Running.
Let's have everybody get inside, and then... I don't even know if these things necessarily give off XP. It's possible that damage dealt to these is not worth anything. But we should probably give it to this guy if we can. He really needs the help. I'm not going to stress about any of this stuff.
Preparing to fire.
Never mind, he's not going to get the job done. Well, he should still... That's right. XP seems to be based on damage, not kills. So he should shoot it now while there's a lot of damage to deal.
Receiving. Loud and clear.
Then I also want you to come over here and shoot it. And I think you might actually be able to finish it off now. No, not quite. But we still shoot it. And then it doesn't really matter who does it.
Let's roll.
Okay, factory sabotage. Let's load up all the stuff into the Manticore and then get the hell out of here before anybody notices what a war crime we just did. You know, we got a level. It's something. Soldiers do seem to level up slower. So it seems to be like there's a certain amount of XP on the mission, and it gets split evenly over the soldiers who are on the mission. So it's not like the Scarab is reducing our total XP, it's concentrating it more tightly, which is actually maybe a good thing.
You may or may not be aware that during the early stages of the spread of the Pandora virus, several of the founding members of Synedrian were part of an organization called the Firebird Initiative, studying ways of stopping the virus. My calculations suggest that the initiative could have significantly changed the course of human history, but unfortunately its operations were suspended after an eco-terrorist attack. Humans of that time appear to have had an irrational phobia of genetic technology, a pathology I unfortunately fail to understand. We have always believed that all of the initiative's research was lost, but we have recently unearthed evidence that suggests some of it was recovered. I'm sure you understand the immense value it could hold for our current projects. We don't know whether the person who took the research is still alive, but we have the coordinates of his last known location. If you could help us investigate, we would consider it a major step in the furtherance of our common goals.
Well, I would assist you even if I had a choice, but also I don't have a choice, so let's do it.
I am pleased. That was the optimal projected outcome of this conversation.
Which is the reason I only showed you one button. Okay, sure. So, does that mean we have shared research now? Because we are aligned with them. No, are we not? 49%. Okay. 49%. We will totally get aligned with them next time. I think we certainly have accomplished some things. Yeah, we got some stuff done today. This is a pretty good place to call it. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time for hopefully more fighting with the Pandorans and less fighting with other people. But honestly, like, with New Jericho, I am definitely getting a if we don't do them in, they're gonna do us in kind of feeling. So come back next time for that stuff, and we'll see you then.